It's the Great Canadian Podcast with Dave and Charlotte.
And it's podcast.
Podcast.
August 28th. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It is time for the fall. Charlotte, I'm excited for the fall. How do you feel about the fall? Yeah.
I'm glad you're excited because I'm just getting pissed every time someone says like, "Oh, summer's over." Why don't you shut the hell up?
Yeah, for real.
Why
First
are
off,
people so obsessed with the summer being over? Why? It's
summer
like
goes
no one
till
ever.
no.
People aren't like, "Oh yeah, Sunday night, weekend's over." Yeah. Like, cause you'd be a jerk. Don't talk about the summer being over like that.
No. Summer goes till September 21st, for one thing.
Yeah, Hundo P.
Yeah. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I had for that.
Yeah, and like, you know what? Yeah, great. You're really original. The summer's over. Good for you. You know, like get some new material, brah.
Yeah. So, what's, what are we on? What are we on this week? What are we talking about?
I was gonna look it up. I have a thing, but in the meantime, Davo, guess what I did last night?
Tell me about it.
I played disc golf.
Whoa. Say that again. You played what?
I probably peaked too. I played disc golf at a disc golf course.
Oh, disc golf.
I did it. I even played with a disc golf frisbee.
What'd you think?
I hated it.
Of course you did.
I really want to play again with like a normal frisbee. What the hell? Man, discs suck. They don't go.
Did it cut hard to the left on you?
Yeah, all the time. All the goddamn time.
Yeah. Do you remember what it was called? What kind of disc it was?
No.
They have names, you know.
It was white. I hated it.
There are different colors for it. Was it a shark or a stingray?
No.
No?
I don't think so. But I don't know. Have you got used to it? Can you make them soar? I can't mind. Like some people were shooting them really far. I couldn't.
Yeah. You can make them go. What you want coming off of the ultimate background, as I also did. Not that I played ultimate frisbee, but I threw ultimate discs. You want a mid-range that is. Let me think here. That is slightly overstable.
Okay.
Which means that basically when you throw it the way that you're throwing backhand and you throw it the way an ultimate disc goes, it should sail nice and straight and shouldn't cut too hard. Although it'll always cut to the left if you throw backhand. And if you throw forehand, it'll always cut to the right.
I mean, my thing, like people could throw their drive. Like it took me 3 throws to get to their drive.
Yeah, totes. You get the hang of it for sure. Especially when you just start, it's brutal.
Yeah, I hated it.
Yeah.
However, we were drinking beers, as you do.
That's what you do.
And I decided on like the 3rd hole that we should do it where if someone made an amazing throw, that one person would nominate them. There were 6 of us. One person would nominate for amazing throw. Spectacular, we called it.
Okay.
One person would nominate for spectacular, and then 2 people had to second it. And if that happened, then that person got to give out a beer shotgun or a beer chuck to whoever they wanted, including themselves.
All right.
So, David, there were 4 spectacular catches given out. How many do you think I got?
Catches?
Throws, I mean.
Oh, I was gonna say. How many were given out by you?
No, how many did I earn? Yeah, how many did I give out?
Right. I'm gonna guess since you're so excited about it, 2?
2.
Nice.
2.
Nice.
Crushed everybody.
Now,
He's the only one with 2.
If I can guess, these were short to low mid range shots. Yeah.
Yeah. They're both scoring shots. They both were, putts, I suppose. Well, they wouldn't have been putts. They're the equivalent of a beautiful chip shot, probably, in golf.
A good approach. Yeah.
And I nailed it, both of them. Nobody thought that I was going to sink them, and I did both times.
You sunk them.
Yeah. They were both, what do you call it? They were both scoring shots, I guess. I don't know.
You just call it a long putt.
Yeah.
There might be a name for it. I don't know. I'm not like a huge into disc golf jargon. I know some of the jargon. It's pretty much just golf jargon.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so kind of crushed it there.
Nice. Did you try throwing forehand? I didn't try
No.
throwing forehand until like I played for like a year.
Oh, I don't know what is happening. I just got a lot of weird noise into my line. I don't know if it's going to sound different. There's like a noise band now.
Oh boy.
That's weird.
Well, when you send me the track, I might be able to edit that out with some of my studio magic.
Oh my god, it just got 1,000 times worse. What's even happening here? I think when I plugged my laptop in to charge it, it got a lot worse.
That does make sense. Maybe
Yeah, but
try.
usually... Oh, now it's gone completely.
Can you try a different outlet?
No.
Might have some weird
No.
grounding stuff going on. Grounding.
You know what? Let's just... Guys, I'm like... My computer... So, I don't even know. I think... Part of me, I was thinking about this today, maybe I should just upgrade to Windows 10, because something's wrong with my computer, and like every time I shut it down, it's a gamble whether it's actually going to start up normally or not.
Brutes. And how old is this computer?
I don't know. I want to say... When did I get my scholarship? 2011? I want to say 2011?
Haven't you gotten like a bunch of scholarships?
2012? My one that had a research stipend on it. So that's what I'm thinking, like, I don't want to get a new laptop because when I go to Yale, I don't know if I'm going to get a research stipend or what. But I don't want to spend my own money on a laptop that I use primarily for work.
No. No, you gotta make your employers pay for that, Charlotte.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had a scholarship in my PhD that had $5,000 a year that went to, like, equipment and conference travel and stuff like that. Yeah.
Good to be a scientist.
Yeah.
Same way
So
I don't
I
pay
bought-
for my meals when we're out on tour.
Yeah, right?
It's covered, man. Yeah.
With your per diem.
No per diem. It's just covered.
Stop it.
Yeah. For realsies. But we have to pay for our own booze, so we end up spending a lot of money on booze.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. As you do. So, yeah.
How else
so
can you be a rock star without copious
Yeah.
amounts of booze? Come on,
True.
people.
So, yeah, sorry if this podcast sounds like and I don't even know. Part of me wants to take it into IT at school, but part of me is worried they're going to fuck it up.
And that might take a while to get it back to... it might be worth it. You might just have like a defective hard drive or something like that.
I should do it. Or they can do some crazy IT stuff. I don't know.
Clara, the lovely Clara, just took her MacBook in to get looked at, and it had a faulty hard drive, needed a new one, which was in like $350 or something like that. But the computer should run pretty well for another couple years after this, and it's already 5 years old, so that's all right. She's doing okay.
Yeah, exactly. And that's way cheaper than like a new laptop.
Yeah, especially a Mac. Because Mac laptops are ridiculously expensive.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Got to get a Mac Mini, like your beloved co-host here. So, the only thing I got for today, because I'm woefully unprepared, you see, but I figure we would just kind of fill the time with our casual, lighthearted banter.
Our witty banter.
Yeah. Who's seen this Harperman song? Anyone seen Harperman?
Nope.
I gotta be honest, I was expecting it to be stupid. You remember that London, Ontario song? Do you remember that whole debacle, Charlotte?
No.
London, the city of opportunity?
No, it sounds hilarious though.
It was like, it was like the mayor was given money to make like a theme song for London, or maybe to just make some sort of media thing for London, and decided on like a theme song or whatever. And some old guy who presumably was friends with the mayor got the money and wrote a song that was like pretty much universally reviled.
Nice.
And then a local metal band did like a cover of it, and everyone was like, "Yeah, it's so cool," whatever. And it was pretty cool.
Who was the local metal band?
Baptized in Blood.
Who is that one famous band from London? Bob Noxious?
Well, famous.
Yeah, but like that's the band that like every London event they're like Bob Noxious is here. And
I'm not sure. That was like their heyday was a few years ago.
Oh yeah, when I was in London.
Yeah, I don't think they're quite at that level anymore. Which, thank God. Oh my God, like just Bob Noxious.
Sorry, Bob Noxious.
So anyways,
that's a dumb name for a band, too. Give your head a shake.
It's a dumb name. It's a dumb band. I remember I was working at the Pinery, so I was actually up at a decent time in the morning, and I would listen to FM 96's morning show, and they'd be like, yeah, we got Bob Noxious playing this weekend. We got Bob on the phone. Bob. What? Bob, are you there? What? Oh, man, I just woke up. Oh, I was partying so hard last night. You know what, Bob? Give it a rest. We know that it's all an act.
Yeah.
And even if it's not, man, you're like 50 years old. Get your life together.
Is he really 50?
I know they're older guys, yeah. Maybe like late 30s, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, sorry. So carry on. So this song. I haven't heard it, so I can't comment.
It's a protest song against Stephen.
Why would anyone ever protest against Stephen Harper?
Even as a non-political dude, I'm kind of on board. And then this guy, my only opinion on it is that this guy, he was put on paid suspension for making this song because it violated I think some HR rules that were at his work or whatever. Which is, that's fair, whatever. If there's rules and you break them, then blah. But I was just thinking I'm happy for this guy that he got put on paid suspension because he's getting paid.
He's a scientist.
And he got free publicity.
It.
Yeah.
He's a scientist. How dare you?
Something with migratory birds.
You know what?
He's studying.
Yeah, so I can't remember who was telling me, but that they were funded federally somehow, and that I feel like it was Mom, but that basically if you ever want to present anything that's funded, but that doesn't make sense because all my research is federally funded. I don't know, but that or if you're affiliated with the government, I don't really know, but that everything has to be okayed by them, and if they tell you you're not allowed to report something, you have to not report it. It's fucking I don't know, very, I don't even know what the word is. Very Big Brother.
Yeah.
Harper's looking over your shoulder, and it's science, bro.
Yeah. Canada.
So yeah.
So who's going to vote in October? I think I might even do
Harperman. Yeah. Harperman.
I was expecting
YouTube
the song
and Vimeo.
Yeah. I was expecting it to suck, much like London, Ontario, but it's it's a pretty silly song, but I like the lyrics, and I think he does a good job of performing it. So check out the video, Harperman.
You know what? The guy declined comment on Friday, citing the ongoing investigation. Good for him.
Good for him. I love it. Canadian and a scientist. This guy's probably a beauty. Let's be honest.
Right?
He just wanted to go home and pound some Molsons.
Yeah.
Hang out with his buddies and not worry about it. Just laugh about it. Yeah. Much like our great Canadian listeners, I think. I think that's the approach you guys would take.
Wait, what the heck? And now there's a thing about Celine Dion wants her husbands to die in her arms? Is he dying? Is Rene dying?
Google.
No.
Didn't we talk about Celine and her husband one time? And you were kind of just saying that it's actually really nice.
I'm pro Celine and Rene. Okay, Celine loves Rene. He look at him. He's old and, no offense, Celine, not attractive.
Now I gotta look. I haven't seen him in a while.
She loves that guy. So it looks like he still has his throat cancer returned. Oh,
poor guy.
So I guess she's preparing to return to Vegas. She says, I didn't want to be here at first. I don't need it. Don't get me wrong. I love singing for people, but I have priorities. Come on. How amazing is Celine? She's the best. She says that Rene insisted she return to performing, something she's been away from since her husband's throat cancer returned.
You don't think this guy's good looking? He's kind of good looking for an older dude.
No.
He looks a bit like Rob Reiner, but at least he's not as fat as Rob Reiner.
No, not attractive. Not an attractive man, no. Rob Reiner, I could see that.
Yeah. It is nice that they love each other so. Love is always nice.
Yeah.
And they have kids? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So listen, oh boy, I think we can relate to this. In the article, she says, we have asked the doctors many times, how long does he have? 3 weeks, 3 months? Renee wants to know, but they say they don't know. I will say, that sucks. Obviously. Someone dying and not knowing what's going to happen and when they're going to die and what you need to do and what you should be doing. In my experience, it's easier in a way to cope with death because it's unidirectional. You know what you're doing. You've got an end goal in sight, which is to be okay, and you can't kind of go back. I think when someone's sick, especially when you know that... I think whether it's terminal or not, whether you know that it's terminal or not, like, that's... I will say that, I don't know how much we talked about it in the podcast, but when Dad was dying versus after Dad had died, those 6 weeks while he was dying were, I think, the worst weeks of my life. I don't know if you agree. Yeah, I got nothing done. I just always stared at the wall and just started crying because it was brutal. Obviously, I'd rather he be here and healthy than not here, but the dying and the watching him die was awful.
Not knowing was pretty hard, yeah.
It was terrible. And even knowing, because it changed all the time. And maybe that's something that it was always like, we think it'll be months. We think it'll be, we think it'll be years. Then we think it'll be months. Then,
yeah.
Oh, God.
And that's the thing.
Weeks.
When you think you know, you don't really know. And that can be that can be kind of a letdown, too. Kind of a letdown is really understating it, by the way. But I'm sure you guys all assumed that.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
Charlotte, I think I hear you texting.
Yeah. Can you hear it over the thing?
Terrible podcasting.
Well, I thought that I was only going to have till 5:30, but now I have till 6:15.
All right.
So I was just texting someone to say, don't rush. I'm easy. You see. Anyway, so, yeah. Sorry, Dave kind of knew about that. That's why I'm being a little bit, what's the word? Cryptic?
Yeah, vague. Enigmatic.
Am I? Okay. And I'm also drunk because, I'm not drunk, but I chugged a beer because I was having all kinds of technical issues with my laptop. I thought we wouldn't even be able to pod today. And so then I went and got a beer and I drank it in I drank it in about 5-10 minutes, which is fast for me, considering I've eaten very little today.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not belching more.
I am. I'm honestly belching almost constantly. And now I'm on to my classy beer. I'm drinking a Keith's Red.
Yep, that's a beer.
But, this podcast, I don't know how well this is going to go. I'm just kind of half in the bag.
All right. I'd be right there with you if I didn't have to work tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? How about this?
Let's gig.
He's playing the gig. Where are you playing the gig?
Oh, at Winks.
Winks. If you haven't been to Winks yet, get there.
You gotta go. Speaking of gigs, we took a trip down to a certain Michigan town yesterday. Myself and some members of Cats and our lady friends.
Yeah.
And we saw a certain band that starts with V. Vulfpeck.
Wait, can we hear about it perhaps after the break?
Yes, we can.
You're listening to Dave and Charlotte's Great Canadian Podcast.
So Vulfpeck, how was it?
It was awesome. It was great. We talked to them and we're kind of becoming friendly with them. No big deal.
Yes. Do they know about Cats? What are their thoughts on Cats?
They do know about Cats. And we were talking to them about, I don't want to spoil anything, but it was good times. They played excellently, and it was in this cool little plaza. We were all kind of piled in, and it was a nice intimate little show. So it was good times. And I got a big signed poster because, of course, I did. And I got a T-shirt. So
that's
way to go,
awesome.
Way to go,
that's
Wolf.
Awesome.
Way to rock it.
Vulfpeck. Yeah. And are there any future husbands still, or are we past that?
I
don't know if the listeners know that Dave and Clara and Dean are all picking my future husband out of the band Vulfpeck because they've decided that that's one. I'm going to marry one of them. We don't know which one.
I think the forerunner is Woody now, the keyboard player with the glasses.
Okay.
He seems like the sweetest.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him, and he said that he gives Skype lessons because I joked with him about driving down to Ann Arbor to take keyboard lessons from him. So I might even be taking lessons from Vulfpeck. Oh my gosh.
Wait, Ann Arbor. Where is Ann Arbor?
Ann Arbor is like, a half hour, 45 minutes southwest of Detroit-ish.
How close is it to Yale?
You're kind of going the other way, I think.
Damn
So it'd be like, I don't know. How far is Yale from like London?
I want to say, I keep on saying 9 hours, but I should definitely check that. Oh yeah, it is the other way. You're right.
Yeah, so it'd probably be a good 11, 12 hours from you.
Okay. I pictured Ann Arbor. What am I thinking of? I thought it was like a coastal town. But I think I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah. It's not Ann Harbor, Ann Arbor.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Just thought I'd let you know.
I'm going to do directions from London, Ontario to New Haven, Connecticut.
And we're, speaking of bands playing in places, we're heading on tour down south in September, so that's going to be exciting.
Where are you
With
going?
the McCartney years. We're going to Missouri, and then we're going to Texas, and then Kansas, and then Tennessee.
Whoa. Missouri. That'll be fun. Whereabouts in Missouri?
Kansas City, which is apparently in Missouri. There's a Kansas City, Kansas, too, though, so...
What? What's the famous Kansas City?
I think Missouri.
Yeah, I'm looking at a map of the states right now, and I think so, too.
Yeah.
Kansas City is on the border. This is probably really obvious to any Americans that happen to be listening, but on the border of Kansas and Missouri. It's right there.
It's on the border between Kansas and Missouri.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So I haven't played any disc golf in a while. You've played disc golf much more recently than I have, which is kind of upsetting. But
Yeah.
I was out on the bike again today. I had a sickness. Oh my god. I had like the worst cold. I'm still gonna getting over it. It's the worst thing. Like, you know, with colds, I don't know how they go for like you, our great Canadian listeners, or for you, Charlotte, but for me they always start out with a sore throat, and then that's a couple days, and then it goes up into my sinuses, and I get all runny nose and all this stuff for a couple days, and then they tend to just peter out. A couple days of headaches, and I'm safe.
Yeah.
This one was literally one day, like maybe even a half day of sore throat, and like one day of runny nose, and then it's just been headaches and like scratchy, dry throat for like almost like 2 weeks now.
Oh, what a pain.
Just the worst.
And the headaches, too. That'll get you.
Headaches are brutes. But your beloved host is healing rapidly, so it should be okay.
Are you drinking lots of water?
Absolutely.
As we all know, that's Dave's big, that's how he combats the cold.
In fact, I might have to pause the podcast and go and deposit some of this water, but hopefully not.
I get it. I get it.
My best. Yeah.
I get it. I recently, speaking of peeing, ran out of toilet paper, and that's a debacle. You don't even want to go home when you don't have any toilet paper.
No.
I was actually late to start the podcast because I was about to come home, and I was so hungry. All I wanted to do was grab a pepperette. I was going to grab a pepperette on my way home. I was going to go home and eat that as a prep for dinner. So as not to spoil my supper, but to eat something delicious. And I remembered I didn't have any toilet paper, and I completely changed my plans for the evening.
Yeah.
Based on my lack of toilet paper at the house. You can't go home to a home with no toilet paper.
No.
A home without a toilet paper is not a home.
No. Since I have roommates, I keep extra toilet paper in my room for when we run out and it's not my turn to buy it.
That's one thing I do not miss, because since I've been living alone, I have never run out of toilet. Like, this is the first time. And I used the last of it this morning and then had to get some more on the way home today. But I remember we would always run out of toilet paper. And as a guy, I understand you guys don't need it when you pee, but, like, how can you possibly be okay with that?
I know. The thing that really baffles me is when the same, like, empty roll just sits there for a couple days, and I just wonder what's going on. What is going on?
Do you all have toilet paper secretly stashed in your homes?
I doubt the other guys do, but you never know.
Maybe they're just not pooping.
Maybe they're just holding it in.
Yeah, they're just waiting. Maybe they're pooping at work. That's what I did this morning. I was like, I'll just go when I get to work.
Oh my gosh. No, you can't be doing that to yourself, Charlotte.
Well, I couldn't do it here. I didn't have enough TP.
I would have Kleenexed it. I know that's not good for the
pipes. No, it's terrible for the pipe. And what if it overflow? No, that risk is not worth the benefit.
You just use a couple.
But they're not designed to break apart like toilet paper are.
I know.
And then now you're plunging it. Now there's like poop all over your place. No, you can't do that.
To be fair, that's never happened to me. My house has never been
me neither,
inundated
but
with poop.
I'm terrified of the day that it happens. And I'm not going to clean that up. That's disgusting.
That I won't argue with.
So also I had to follow up on both things. The toilet paper thing. Wait, the peeing thing. And then also the sick thing. I was quite sick on Tuesday this week. Want to hear my tale?
I do.
So listen to this. You're going to see where this story's going based on the backstory. But I went grocery shopping on Friday because I'd been away. I'd been back in Ontario. I came back. I didn't have a chance to go grocery shopping. So I didn't have my typical breakfast and lunch, which, as all good, great Canadian listeners know, is a banana and lettuce for a salad. So I did not have that. So I've been buying lunch, and oh God, that's expensive.
That's the worst. Oh, I just came off of that.
That's expensive. Oh my God, that's like $100 a week. Good God.
Yep.
It's not cheap. So versus like 20, like it's appalling. If 20, like 10. Ugh. Anyway, so
it's
whatever.
Ridiculous. Charlotte,
I'm disgusted with myself.
Before you go any further, I do have to go to the bathroom.
Do you want me to just tell the story while you pee, or do you want to hear the story?
I'll listen because I'll take the phone with me.
Okay, take the phone with you, but put it on mute so we can't hear you peeing.
You got it. Good call. Sorry, listeners. I'm like a child.
Actually, I don't know how this technology is going to work, but I feel like he's stepping away from his mic so you wouldn't be able to hear it anyway. But for God's sakes, mute it anyway so I can't hear you pee. Okay, so I bought lettuce. Finally, I think I maybe went grocery shopping on the Thursday. Let's give me the benefit of the doubt and say I went on the Thursday. I went grocery shopping. So I go grocery shopping, I buy myself a thing of lettuce. And normally I buy a bag or 2 bags of lettuce, 2 different kinds of lettuce in 2 bags. And then, as you guys know, I dump it into plastic containers. I put paper towel down, dump it in, paper towel on top. I used to do a paper towel in the middle, but I don't do that anymore. So, paper towel on top, and then you change out that paper towel that's on top so it doesn't go bad, right? So, I buy this lettuce. I put a paper towel on top, but only after like a couple days. And because I was lazy, because I'm lazy. And then by the time I go to eat it, so there's no paper towel on the bottom either, and I was late with the paper towel on top to begin with, you can see the condensation appearing on the sides of the container every time I open the fridge. And I don't know why. You know what? I deserved everything I got. So anyway, so I knew it was happening, but because it came in a plastic container, that was my ultimate downfall, that I didn't see the need to transfer it, which was a mistake. So anyway, so then Tuesday rolls around, and I go to eat lettuce in my lunch. And I open the container, and it has the smell of rotting lettuce about it.
I'm back, by the way. That's gross. That's a bad smell.
So I'm like, okay, now I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to divide it up. So I get 2 other plastic containers. I lay paper towel down, and I decide I'm going to pick out all of the leaves that are going bad. Because this was a mix of different kinds of leaves. So I figure it's just the one kind that's going bad, because all the rest of them seem fine. So anyway, so I'm dumping in the good leaves. Well, I think I am. Taking out the bad ones. Take my salad to school that day. Open it up, and it smells, again, like, you know the smell. Like lettuce that's not good anymore. Wilted / going
dead lettuce. Yeah,
lettuce.
We're all from it, yeah.
So I decided I'm like, what is the worst that could happen? Very famous last words here. What is the worst that could happen? I'm like, it's just lettuce. It's just lettuce. It's just lettuce. What could it do to me?
I don't like where this is going.
Well, I mean, it's not gross, but it's sad. So I dumped my salad dressing, which was like a blue cheese pear dressing. So did a great job of masking the flavor. It tasted fine. But the Dutch in me really came out. I was like, I have to eat this. I bought this. I can't just throw this out. I've literally eaten one lunch out of this container. I can't let it be one lunch.
Yeah.
And then about half an hour later, I started to feel a little bit dizzy and nauseous.
I like the dizziness thrown in there. That seems like a funny side effect of eating bad food, yeah.
So I'm not sure what's going on. I don't correlate it with lunch. Because again, I think, what's the worst that could ever happen? For lettuce! It was lettuce. I didn't eat pork. I didn't eat chicken. I didn't eat octopus. It was lettuce. What could lettuce do to you? Yeah,
but, alright. I mean, like, rotten vegetables are pretty disgusting.
Well, again, though, I put the salad dressing. It was a potent salad dressing. It tasted fine.
Yeah.
Long story short, the rest of the day was Joe. I felt like all day long. I told Mom I felt like garbage. She asked if I was pregnant.
And were you pregnant?
If we could insert some crickets here, that would be good. Asked if I was pregnant. Not pregnant, Mom, but thanks.
Was that crickets? That sounded like a dove or something.
So, no, I'm not pregnant, but thanks. Actually, you know how many people told me I was pregnant when I said I felt it? Like, what is that? Is that because I'm 30? 31? Is that what people think? What the hell? No, I'm not pregnant.
Were you
I might just be sick.
Were you a bit moody that day, Charlotte?
I had my period.
Oh, right.
At the time. Anyway, so...
You know, this is really rapidly becoming one of the most disgusting podcasts ever. I think it's even, like, rivaling our do you sit or stand when you wipe.
So then, in the day, and I had plans with someone that night that I had to cancel because I felt so crappy. And in the days that followed, as I told people the story, the reaction from a lot of people was, yeah, man, are you kidding me? You can't eat rotten lettuce. That's terrible for you. People were like, that is literally the worst of all the rotten vegetables in terms of making you sick. Lettuce will get you. Yeah. And, like, this is
Did
something
you resent
that
it all that
know.
people seem to, like, be aware of this? Like, I feel like...
Now I know, but I don't know. How did everyone know that? I didn't know that.
I feel like this is something people could easily... They'd be like, yeah, why would you do that without even, like, really knowing beforehand?
Yeah, but the mood was very genuine. People were like, yeah, man, like, you can't be eating that.
Okay, all right.
And, I mean, I didn't even know that vegetables could do that to you. I thought, like, yeah, you don't eat bad meat, but what's a bad vegetable going to do? Apparently make you... Like, so I didn't puke. Actually, a couple times I thought I was going to puke. But I did not puke. Which was nice.
Yeah.
But good. I just felt like garbage. Like, again, very dizzy. It was awful. I still felt like garbage when I went to sleep that night. It was a real debacle. Anyway, so great Canadian listeners.
How long did it take to go away?
I felt better the next morning. So from about 12 o'clock until, I don't know, whatever, 8 a.m., let's say. Or maybe it went away at some point in the night.
There you go.
Let's say it was 12 hours-ish. Great Canadian listeners, put your paper towel in your lettuce when you get home. Because if you leave it, you're going to regret it. And then if you don't be proud about it. Just throw the lettuce out. If it goes bad, just throw it out. It's not worth it.
You'll get it next time. That's just a loss. Next time you're going to chart one up in a win. You ever eat to the end of, like, your lettuce container? It's a wonderful feeling.
Yeah. It is a great feeling. Yeah. It's a great feeling. All right, let's bring her back out, and we'll wrap this podcast up.
You're listening to Dave and Charlotte's Great Canadian Podcast.
Charlotte, tell me you got a TOP song for the day.
Oh, my God. First, tell me, did you listen to Whip It?
No, I'm sorry. I Googled it and everything, and I know.
Did you watch the priest watching the Star Wars trailer?
Yes, that was really enjoyable.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it literally like the happiest thing you've ever seen in your life?
I wasn't expecting him to look like that.
The priest, you mean?
Yeah.
Or he's a father, I guess?
Just like the face,
yeah. Yeah. You know what? I've got a few TOP songs. I thought of a real good one the other day. Did I write it down, though? Probably not. I'm not a professional. Because I was walking to school, and I was like, man, this is a great song. Let me check my my list of previous TOP songs. Oh, and also, we need to figure out... Sorry, guys, I just realized that I was about to log that we made Whip It a song. that we've been terrible with posting these podcasts. I'm really sorry. You know what? We'll get back on it. I think the fall's going to be good. We're getting up a backlog of songs right now.
Yeah. Things will be better when we're all back on our September schedules.
Yeah.
And we've all got lots of toilet paper in our homes. We got lots of paper towel in with our lettuce.
Yeah. We're ready. Why can we come back to the TOP song of the day? Because I know I've got one, but I can't remember what it is.
Hondo P.
It's annoying me. I'm going to start looking through my iPod. Hold on. I was going to say, don't actually hold on, though. Let's talk about something else. Dave, what are you watching on Netflix these days? Or are you even watching Netflix?
You know what? I don't know where you people find the time. I'm
Really?
kidding. No, it's not like that. The time I usually watch Netflix is when I'm eating breakfast or just when I'm eating meals, and usually I always watch something throwaway because I only want to watch like a half-hour long thing, and most of the good shows are like an hour long these days. And then usually when I get home at the end of the night, I always end up playing video games or reading and not really watching stuff. I did watch the first episode of House of Cards the other day.
How was that?
I found that
so
to
wait,
be
have you
quite
never
enjoyable.
watched? You've never watched House of Cards before?
No, first timer.
Whoa! What'd you think?
Are you all caught up and whatnot?
No, but I have watched a couple seasons at least.
Oh,
Maybe 3.
okay.
I forget where I'm at.
Holy moly! How many seasons are there?
I don't know. There's a few, aren't there?
Yeah, I guess they referenced 2011 or 2012 in the episode I watched. So yeah, that makes sense. Wait, no, I thought. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I thought they referenced 2011 or 2012, but then I'm thinking it might have been 2014 in this episode that I watched. But I'm sure you're right because I've only watched the one episode. So it basically just made me think that Kevin Spacey's character talks a lot like foghorn leghorn there, darling.
Yeah. I'm into that. Yeah.
Yeah. But so I just basically spent the rest of the night annoying Clara with foghorn leghorn impressions, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, as
And
you
do.
do.
Look forward to doing more of that. Other than that, I've been watching Family Guy because I'm a pleb, you know. I just watch the easy stuff.
I mean, that's good when you don't have time too.
I watched. I've been catching up on my movies a little bit. I watched Whiplash. Have you ever seen a Whiplash?
No, what is it?
Whiplash is like a story about a jazz drummer, and it features J.K. Simmons. Do you know who that is?
No. Oh wait, I think I do.
He's like that old guy who
Was
looks
he
like
the dad in Juno?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. J.K. Simmons is the man.
Yeah, he's sweet. I feel like I would enjoy him as a person in real life.
Yeah, for real. I totally feel the same way, yeah. He seemed like he'd have like just like a cool, not even like an uncle, not a fatherly aspect to him or even grandpa. Like he would just be
sweet.
like
He'd just be sweet. Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm JK and I like to work hard and what's your name? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he plays a pretty awful person, and well, I mean it's one of those movies that doesn't have like he does some pretty horrible things in the movie for sure. That's not debatable, but it's one of those movies that doesn't really have like a nicely I thought anyways, like a nicely sort of wound up ending. Like it's kind of a thinker, you know, makes you think about the morality of things. And I mean, like sonically and visually, it was really entertaining. Like it was an hour and 45 minutes long, and I did not even feel like it dragged at all the whole time. And then I watched a movie called Emperor, which was about it was about investigating Emperor Hirohito after World War II. And that movie was glacially paced. It had Tommy Lee Jones in it, but like he was just like, he played General MacArthur, and he was just like a big dumb the whole movie.
I thought it was going to be like a biopic, like not like an acted out movie.
Yeah. No, and the lead character was really not all that enjoyable to watch. So it was pretty sluggish, but I learned a couple things, so it wasn't terrible. But
That's nice.
I wouldn't watch that movie. I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
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 Charlotte, what are you watching?
Well, as we discussed last week, Clone Wars. Lots of Clone Wars. That
Wait.
of
The
a
cartoon?
Chef.
Oh, you mean the books?
No, wait. So we didn't discuss this last week. Yeah, no, Clone Wars. I'm into it. I'm into the cartoon series. It's on Netflix, guys.
Oh my God.
And I can't stop. I'm already on season 2. I have a real
of Clone
problem.
Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. How is it?
Have you ever watched it?
No.
Oh, it's good. It's good stuff.
I've heard good things.
I mean, and there's,
so
I
much
think,
happening.
like, I want to say there's at least 6 seasons. Oh, I hear Oliver.
Yeah, I just bugged him.
It's
To be a
great,
dick.
honestly. It's great. The voices are great. Like, you know, the guy that's supposed to be, like, I'm assuming it's not actually Samuel L. Jackson and Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman, but
Right.
they do a great job with the voices, and I mean, it's just great. It's all Yoda. I mean, it's all happening. It's pretty good. My only complaint is that Obi-Wan Kenobi strokes his beard a little too often. Literally every scene, every time he's on the screen, he's stroking his beard. Like, okay, guys, we get it. He likes to stroke his beard. Stop it. Just stop it. We get it. Literally all the time. Always with the beard stroking.
Yeah.
But man, it's so good. It's so good. And like, if you enjoy the Star Wars universe, you should get into Clone Wars because it'll make you happy. It's good.
I do love the Star Wars universe, and that's gonna put you. That's gonna put you in ready mode for Episode 7 this December.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, Hundo P. Yeah, between
my
that, between Clone Wars, and although Clone Wars, let's be clear, happens before Episode 4, right? Like Clone Wars is between 3 and 4.
Is it after
my
3?
Understanding. Oh no, not after 3. No, not after. Because in 3, maybe Clone Wars is between 2 and 3. Then, Anakin and Padme are together.
Right, because after 2, Yoda goes, "Begun the Clone War has." Begun.
I need to watch those first 3 again. I think I might have only seen them once.
Are you like for realsies right now?
Yeah. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of an awkward transition here because I just paused the podcast while we both paused so I could answer another phone call. And so I grabbed my phone.
At least you didn't do it to
waiting.
go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Am I right? I grabbed my phone and I was sitting cross-legged on the couch and I dropped my phone on my knee and it was very Funny Bone-esque. I'm in a world of pain right now. I'm in a world of pain. I'm in pain. Oh my God, it hurts. It does not feel good. And even through all the beers, like it's coming through the beer.
Oh my God.
Yeah. How? I don't know. All right. So back to Clone Wars. What were we saying about? Oh yeah, Clone Wars. You know what? Want me to Google this just to be sure? Because definitely I think I've only seen those original 3 once.
That was it. Yeah.
Maybe once. I wish those would come on Netflix, right?
Yeah. I don't even know. I think the first Star Wars is on Netflix, but I don't think Empire and Jedi are on there.
What?
I might be wrong though. I might be wrong.
I've never seen A New Hope on there.
Yeah, I think I have seen it on there actually.
Okay, it is.
But it'll probably be like the most modern, overdubbed version. I hate to be a snob about that stuff, but some really bad things have been done to the original versions.
I mean, George Lucas is the one that did them, though. All right, so Clone Wars is set in the fictional Star Wars galaxy during the 3 years between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Boom. There you go.
There you go.
There's
and
6.
Apparently, originally in 2007, so it started in 2008. George Lucas stated there will be at least 100 episodes produced, about 5 seasons, and I think they ended up being 6 seasons.
I like it. Well, now I know what I'm doing when I get home from my gig tonight. Charlotte, what do you got going on?
Tonight, I'm going to see a movie. However, I will say, I don't know. I was looking at what movie I wanted to see in theaters, and there's not a lot of good ones out right now.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know?
Yeah. I've been scanning the titles myself. No titles are titulating.
No. And it's upsetting when you decide, whoa, stop it. David Tennant I'm kind of looking over this Wikipedia page. David Tennant voiced someone on this. And David Tennant, if you know Doctor Who, was one of the doctors.
I was about to ask who the heck David Tennant is.
What? He was a voice on Clone Wars. And he won Outstanding Performer in an Animated Program at the 40th Daytime Emmy Awards. He was Hu Yang. I'm going to Google that.
That's going to mean a lot more to me in a couple of weeks.
Star
Wait, do you
Wars.
watch Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think I've seen the last 2 seasons. The one with the older doctor. Maybe that's where I ended. Because I don't know anything about Clara. And if you guys watch... she was in a couple episodes for me, but I haven't seen that many.
Clara, that's a lovely name.
Right? I love Clara. I love it from, I think we've talked about this, Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, Clara Clayton. Clara. Okay, we gotta let you go, guys, because it's time for me to go to work, and it's time for Charlotte to get on with her lovely evening.
Professor Hu Yang was a masculine program architect droid who guided the initiates of the Jedi Order in the construction of their lightsabers.
Cool.
Right? And one day, David Tennant would voice that character on the Clone Wars series and would make Charlotte very happy knowing that that's coming up. God, I'm excited. I think I have to go through a few seasons before I get there, but when I do get there, you know what? I'm going to watch an episode now.
Do it.
Whoa, Liam Neeson stars as a guest role as Qui-Gon Jinn, his on
Qui-Gon
the TV
Jinn,
series.
you mean?
Yeah.
Nice.
Guys, watch Clone Wars. Liam Neeson.
I will be watching Clone Wars.
Wait, did I tell you my TOP song?
No, we didn't do that.
Okay, here we go. This is a classic. It's by the Rolling Stones. It's called You Can't Always Get What You Want.
All right.
I mean, I think if it's a sunny day and that's on your iPod and you're walking down the street and that song comes on, you're into it, you know?
Yeah. The choir is a bit
nice.
much for me, but once it gets rolling, I'm into it. Once it gets
The
Rolling
what?
Stones. The choir is a bit much for me, but once it gets rolling.
No, a choir's never a bit much. A choir is just what you need. Always. I like the spirit of You Can't Always Get What You Want because I think that we spend a lot of time planning our lives. And as the Sunscreen song would tell you, that's foolish. You know? Sometimes you plan and you plan. I remember recently I was extremely disappointed that something did not work out. Extremely disappointed. Like, I cried. And now I could not be happier that it didn't work out. It was the biggest blessing in my life that thing didn't work out. And at the time I cried. I think sometimes you just gotta have faith. Have a little faith that things are gonna work out.
I like it.
You know?
Yeah.
You know? So you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Right? Yeah. All
right, guys. Well, try sometimes this week. We're going to try and get our podcasting back on schedule. Sorry about that.
Oh, we're going to try. Yeah.
Sorry about all the peeing today.
Sorry about all the pee. I didn't pee once on the podcast.
And you're drinking beer, and you're a girl. It's impressive.
2 beers, and I chugged one. I'm going to pee, like, almost right now, though.
I've been drinking tea. Like, that's arguably worse. That'll make you pee more than beer will.
Yeah, that'll get you.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye!
It's the Great Canadian Podcast with Dave and Charlotte.